Wow. Afternoon. See, Roof's already beat me to it. Oh dear, I've been running late all today. I know we're a bit early actually. Are we a bit early? Yeah, we're about a minute early. So let me just say hi to Roof. There we go. So hi Roof. Hope you're okay. Yeah, I've been solid at work all week this week. So I wanted to get a live in this week because I've just, yet again, I do apologise. I've just been behind on videos again. You know, my whole thing was to try and bring 3 videos out a week this week, and it's, yeah, it's it's just not happened again. It's not that I don't want to do them; I really do want to do. So I do apologise for that. I will try and sort this out. And then I was looking at yesterday and what with work, and then nothing but rained all yesterday here. So it's yeah, it's been one of them nightmare weeks as we normally have yet again. That seems to be every week at the moment. I was really hoping it was gonna possibly be a bit quieter this year, but that's just literally not happened whatsoever. Oh dear. Anyway, it's Friday. We've made it again. Another week without your head spinning and everything else. So let's get our usual thing done and let's get this kettle on. I'm still here. Give me a shout. Oh dear. Where would we be without kettles? Now, one thing I kind of miss from my youth, my young youth, primary school youth, and I can always remember going into Granny's kitchen. I wouldn't have been very old, maybe 5, something like that. And I don't know why that there's certain things you have in life that you feel an attachment to, and you cannot even put your finger on why am I attached to this. But there's just something about coming into a kitchen, um, particularly maybe get this out in a minute, an older generation's kitchen, and here maybe seeing the kettle on the cooker stove, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it stove. That sounds good to that. But I always love whistling kettles. Yeah, you know, it's all gone downhill since we lost whistling kettles. But I don't know. There's just certain things in life. I don't know what it is. Whether it's something in your past, maybe something in a previous life. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. It's just something about whistling kettles. I just always sounds good. Sounds comforting. No idea why. Just something. Just me. So ignore me. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just the sound of it. It's a bit comforting. Perhaps because you know there's a cuppa at the end of it. So, but there. So today, what have I been doing? We're gonna try and film. We've got an outing this Sunday. It's not particularly a YouTubing outing, particularly. Anyway, I'm just gonna put this kettle on, and then I will ram it on to you. I think what we'll do a bigger cup of tea because we've possibly got an hour to get through here. So we've got an outing this week to go and see family elsewhere in the country. So I'm not going to say too much more because obviously I think we're gonna try and film some of it if we can, and then if we pick anything up on the journey as we go, obviously we'll capture that for you. Why not? It's best to, isn't it? Really, might as well get a road trip in. Can't beat a good old road trip. So yeah, so I'm gonna film that for you and capture bits for you, and it'll either be okay or people will be bored and not watch too much of it. A bit like the rest of my material. So, so unlike some of the top YouTubers, obviously, who get lots of hits and that. But yeah, it's so we're going to do that. What I've just been doing this afternoon, just quickly, is I've been putting another one of my slideshow ones together. Mainly because it's from a place that, unless you get permission, you can't really film in. And but I do have lots of photographs, so you'll have to forgive me a bit, and we're going to put that out. So I'm doing one on Blickling House, Blickling Hall, one of the main National Trust places in not far from Norwich. So we're putting a little bit of a slideshow together. It'll only be about 5 minutes, and it will show you some of the pictures that I've did over a few years. But it'll cover Christmas. I know we've kind of come out of Christmas, so but I just thought it'd be good just to show you from years gone by some of the other sort of pictures that I'd taken in the time. So maybe of interest to some people. But as we said before, it's always good to do a little archive. Nice little free archive of things for when you're not here anymore. So, oh, what a day. No, we don't like to be political on this channel. But anyone who knows Norwich, I'm not sure, because I think it's Andrew who used to live in my area. But we got sent this today. Let me get that on the camera. Now, the reviewing the neighbourhood survey. So I haven't made a start on it yet. So this is a survey for householders locally about another, what's that, 3, 4, nearly 5 to 7,000 more houses they're going to be building in this area. I'm not quite certain how that's gonna. I'm not saying we don't need housing. Obviously, we do need housing. But I'm just, like I said, I haven't been through the survey yet because we always like a laugh, especially with local councils. So it's we're just going to have a look on here because I'm quite keen to know how we're going to service all these new people that are coming in. Bearing in mind, I suppose you could maybe guess there's going to be at least between 2 and 5 on those stats person per house, and we're having what, nearly up to 5 to 7,000 houses. So I'm assuming that's going to be a lot of school places and dentists and doctors and water and electric and sewage and everything else we've got to find. Anyway, that's my little rant bit over. Yeah, I just found it comical we had that come through today. So it's yeah, the Greater Norwich local plan on building more houses and putting more people in. I'm not sure what the national plan is. Is it literally to build a house from sort of south to the north and not have anything else in between? Yeah. Anyway, we will have a look at that survey and have a laugh a bit later. Oh dear, what a week. Oh God, don't you love getting old? So what has everyone been up to? You can always, like I said, this is our little Q&A time with me, a little live time. So this is not pre-recorded. So this is your time to drop me any questions and anything you want to ask or want to chat about. And yeah, while we're here, I have been catching up with some of Jamie's bits this morning. Still got a bit more on that to say. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a catch-up day today. So I've been getting work done as well. So just in case the boss is watching, I've been doing work, don't worry. Oh, but you do need 5 minutes every now and again. So yes. So we're off to Mother's tomorrow. So we'll have a little lunch there. and a bit of dog walking. I'm not going to video any more dog walking there because I think we've sort of kind of covered where we go there. I don't want to over film it. And I know the views have been dropping anyway. So, yeah, so we won't bother filming any more of that. We'll perhaps leave that near. Perhaps we'll do another one sort of come summertime when the whole area, the nature part and the area's grown and spring has been and gone, and yeah, we have a different bloomage out there. So anyway, let's go and get this milk put in. Perhaps give time for anyone else to join if they're going to. I know it's that kind of awkward time, but that's sort of the only time I can fit it in, really. You talk amongst yourselves. Oh. So, yeah, so we have travelled about a bit. Now, I nearly was going to do some filming yesterday, but again, every time that was so weird yesterday. You suddenly had a little bit of sun, and you think, right, quickly, let's find somewhere to film, and then literally just as you kind are on your way, did it start raining again? Well, one of the cats is up. See, that I think they must wait for me to do a live, and then they suddenly appear. So. You want to come on the camera? No? Now, as usual with our male cat, he managed to get himself tangled up yet again in the blinds this morning. He's already kind of ripped apart and busted one set of blinds. Unfortunately, I don't think he's quite got the... what's the word I'm thinking about there? He's not too good on his feet now as he used to be. He can't sort of thread himself around things anymore. And he obviously got tangled up in the front blinds this morning now. So we've now got two windows with busted blinds now. Oh, honestly, I'll give up. Yeah, I don't know. What do you do with them, really? Yes, I'm talking about you. See, they're both up now. No? All right, then. I did wonder whether they'd appear on camera then a bit, but obviously not. Can't have everything, can you? So, yeah. So, obviously, I couldn't really film yesterday as much as we kept trying to find locations. And even when I was out about on my travels this week, they just wouldn't anything. Or every time you've kind of found something, did the weather go against you? Unbelievable. No, we didn't have this last week on the live, but I did get the cap. Now, this is the one that I've been waiting to get. I don't want a cheap one, but I do like to have nice stuff. So yeah, it's let's try that. Look at that. See, I've been waiting to get that cat for a while. So, but yeah, we had to, and that was about the last one left. So that was quite good. Our black lab Gem only walks to the grass. Yeah, I've got to admit, roof houses. I like to say when we go on dog walks, it's wrong to say it's hobbling because it's not hobbling, but you can definitely tell she's not quite on her feet as she was. She's 10 now. So she's okay for some bits, but you can definitely tell. I've noticed when you watch how she walks, it's hard to put in words really, but you can tell there's something different. I'm assuming it could be joints or whatever. I mean, she does have a supplement and that, but yeah. won't spell legs now. Let's try again. There we go. So we like to give people a good answer. Oh dear. So yeah, it's been a bit of a tiring week. Don't know, perhaps just me. Me not being as young as I was, but I don't know. You just so much on at the moment at work, sort of physically and mentally. It's a lot to do. And you do find, I don't know, you perhaps notice this as you get older, and then you suddenly think, you know, I'm sure I used to be more efficient than this. But all right, yeah. Yeah, we tend to just go around the block kind of thing. That'll be a bit different tomorrow because at Mother's, because they live on the farm, so we get it's quite nice in a kind of way because you can go through the farm and it's not public. So you do mostly get left to kind of be on your own. As you'd have seen on the videos I'm on, there's no one else about. So it can be quite quiet. And it's kind of nice that you can walk through like a mini estate and just know that there's no one else about generally. I know once the farm and sort of calendar moves on, it will get busier and we won't be able to do that kind of thing. But at the moment, because we're still in that kind of sort of bit between winter and spring, I suppose there's not too much for the farm and community to do at the moment. Sort of kind of what's done is done in the week. So we do get to go on walks, and it is fairly quiet. So that's not too bad. Nice to have your own little private estate. But yeah, I mean, where I am in Norwich, obviously that's city. So yeah, we have to have on leads and that kind of thing. So it's just walking around the block. So with you on that one. Oh dear. Well, isn't time going quick? Look at that. So I still haven't really had chance to try this phone out properly yet. We did a video last Sunday where we went to Ranworth. I hadn't been there myself either, so that was quite different. It was so quiet there. I was just totally amazed. You can tell, obviously, you need a few quid to obviously be around there, but lovely pub, and location as well. It must be quite nice in the summer. We'll perhaps, as I said on the video, we'll perhaps pop down there in the summer and have another re-look there. So, but yeah, it was quite busy for a place that's really quiet, and I suppose we're kind of out of season at the moment. I'd imagine that boat park must be pretty busy during the summer. But we'll have a look at that again, perhaps later in the year. I know we keep saying that we've got so many locations we've got to go back to in the summer. But yeah, that'll be something we can look at then. Mainly because I'll be interested to see what that's like in the summer, because it was quite hard to park there. And that's this time of year, so I dread to think what the summer would be like. So, but we've got some more walks. I did see in my local area, obviously there's some big popular YouTubers have been to places that I went to where I've filmed recently, and funny enough, they did a lot better on views than I have. But are they as funny as me? This is the thing. Anyway, so yeah. It was a bit annoying that I got 85 views and they got 6,500. So clearly I'm doing something wrong somewhere. But can they have a cuppa like me? This is the thing. Anyway. So yeah, so we got some other remote locations I've got lined up. And we've got one of the big days out ones coming as well, which I think we've got the tickets for now. So I think we're going to try and bring that to you when I'm off, because I've only got next week at work. Yay. And then I'm off for a week. So we're going to have days out, and we're gonna have get some cram some videos in. Knowing my bloody luck, that'll be the week that rains all week. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we hold the weather. I think that's actually meant to be okay next week. I think we have some warmer weather creeping in from Wednesday. So if we can just have a warm week on the last week of March, that'd be quite handy. So yes, we're gonna try and gather a week of film, and like I said, we've got tickets to this particular place, so we're just trying to, fingers crossed, that we at least have one good day of weather, and then we can head down there, and then we can film that for you. So, because again, it's another place that we've got these tickets for that I haven't been before. So that'd be quite good, quite interesting to see what's down there, because there is a number of walks down there, and I want to see how many we can maybe do in one day. Might have to split it a bit, but we'll see. So yeah. So how's the weather been at your end, then, Ruth? It's certainly been a mixed bag down here. We've certainly had some cold and wet, and the weather's picked up, and that was warm, and then you think, hang on, we're on a winter here, and then and then like yesterday, it was really heavy rain. So I just thought, it's another week of filming that you feel you've kind of lost, but I know it doesn't help when you're working full time as well. But there, the light at night is going in the right direction. It's slowly getting stretched out, so that's good. But yeah, we've got a number of bits I want to do, and I've been trying to do a bit of research because, like I said, I wanted to kind of film all these out of way places that get forgot about. So we're slowly gathering a list that I want to start working through. They may be, kind of shortish videos, but then again, some people said to me they don't want to sit there and look at long videos, but we'll see. I mean, like I've said to some people, you can just stop them and start them at a later date anyway. You don't have to watch it all in one go. That's the good thing about YouTube. You can always watch a bit, 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so, and then just stop and then catch up with the rest of it. But unfortunately, there's just some things you want to film, and you kind of get excited as a YouTuber when you get to a location, and even better when you get to a location and for filming it actually turns out better than you thought, or you get to it and you actually find even more interesting things and maybe some of the stuff that you researched. I mean, you can research and you can find so much, but it's not like going there. Which is why I've always said I'm not massively going to do lots of research. So I don't know whether that's perhaps can be a deal breaker for some of the viewers, but I'm not doing videos to do lots of research, to do a history tour of, and not to re-go over what I've said before, but we're there to. I always wanted the videos to be like you've just suddenly turned up there and you just talk about what you literally see. Because how I would see it as well is if you go to some of these places I've been to, that's how you're going to be. Because chances are you may not know them anyway. And sometimes I think there is a bit of an enjoyment of not researching, not looking at it before you go, and just getting there and then having that adventure while you're there, and discovering bits while you're there. And to be fair, there's some places that I have done a little bit of research on. More out of curiosity than anything really, and sometimes when I say my research, it's not particularly going through hours of documents and try to memorize it, because I'll never bloody remember it anyway. Some of it, because when you're going out, as I'm sure some YouTubers know, you want to plan and hit all the main points, important points of location and that you think are relevant, because you kind of don't, unless you've really got a lot of time on your hands, you kind of want to know, I want to go and film here, and here, and doing that order and that kind of thing. So that's maybe the kind of research I do, just so I've kind of got it plotted in my head where I'm going to go to this bit here, and then this part in the town, village, whatever, and then to here, and then to there. So that's kind of how I do it. So I'm perhaps talking complete crap, but there we go. But yeah, so but like I said, you can do so much of that. You know, you can look on Google Maps and Google Earth and things like that, but it's still, you will still suddenly go along, and this is what I like about walking, that you can suddenly, even places that even where you live, and you can suddenly do a walk to somewhere and then suddenly think, oh, I noticed that before, because there is always going to be bits that you can go in on public transport or on the train or even when you're driving, and you perhaps wouldn't notice it, but walking, I think obviously because you've got the time and you've not got to worry about driving, so you're a bit more alert in looking at what you see as you go along. And again, which is what I wanted the videos to be. I wanted them to be that we suddenly discover this as we're going along, and even better as you go through the part of the year, different seasons, part of the year, things change. So yeah, well, that's what it's all about. Anyway, I'll say I'll shut up now, but but yeah, that's what the videos were about. It was literally about not doing anything. I don't script anything. I'm never going to script anything. I don't do that sort of thing. You know, there's a lot of channels out there that I'm sure would script it all. I like to do it natural. That it's just me on a walk, turning up, and I'll tell you what we see. Anyway, so yeah, so like I said, so we've got a list of bits we want to find and do, and we'll start doing some of these out of the way places again and see what we can find. I have been chatting with, don't you love when your mind go blank? I believe they're the Norfolk, is it Disused Railway guys on Facebook, because I wanted to do from where I originally grew up, Kings Lynn Way. I wanted to not vastly do all the walks, and I don't want to turn it totally into a railway walk because one, I know you perhaps shouldn't look at it that way, but lots of people have already done these. It's a bit of a shame because I've wanted to do, and in my mind, even before YouTube was even invented, I've kind of always thought, did I'd love to walk some of these railway walks. Bearing in mind now, that had been in the 80s. So, and unfortunately, time's gone on. You get older and you think, am I capable of walking them now? But I have noticed on some of the YouTube channels that have done the whole length kind of railway walk things, I've noticed a lot of them are so overgrown and that you can't literally walk all the way down them. So I think we'll have to just do it in little bits. But I kind of, how I was going to do some of the railway bits, I wasn't going to do it all in one massive video. I was thinking about that. But like I said, lots of other people have done them. So I think my plan was, as I tackle some of these villages and see what we can find there, we'll incorporate some of the villages that I want to do in my series of towns and villages. Little playlist there for you. Just I think we'll cover the railway part as part of obviously how we do the village and that, and we kind of started doing that in the Tarrington one. So yeah, so I think we're gonna do it like in that kind of way. Well, that was the idea that I had. So, and then we'll and we'd like to do a bit of research to see similar places. I'm always keen because I don't literally want to think that I'm copying anyone else. I don't want to do that. But I always found that there's lots of places. People go to popular places, but they miss out all these other little places. And some of these other little places have some little gem parts to them that do get missed out. And I just think personally, whether anyone views it or not, I think it's good to archive it anyway. So that was the plan anyway. So some people either find it a bit interesting or they'll be bored silly. But there we go. Now, do we have a cat here? Come on then. Ooh, you've made it to the camera. There he is. Got your tired little look again, haven't you? Oh man. They do like the little appearance. Give a little wave.
This is the definition of appearance. The way that someone or something looks.
Lovely. We always love Google Pixel, just giving me a little chat there. I don't know. Anyway, before we got interrupted by Google, let's just... that's not tea time yet, I'm afraid, mate. So I know you like appearing on these lives. I know you try to steal all the viewers from me. Didn't you? Hey, you just want to cuddle, don't you? It's quite amazing at the moment, this time of year, when you get the heating on, they just, you'll get this day where they just sort of kind of just waltz about because they try to find a little bit of warmth, haven't you? Go on. And that's funny. I don't know whether they smell the heat or whatever, but suddenly you'll just get the radiator suddenly come on and the heating comes out and they just go over to the radiator, a lot of shot. Oh, it's quite funny. Putting bloody fur everywhere now as well. Oh dear. Anyway. So, what else has everyone else been up to? Have we got anything good planned for the weekend? Like I say, I'm out Kings Lynn Way tomorrow, and then we're on our little trip Sunday to go and see some of the children. So I will, like I said, I'll take you on that, and we'll see what we can see. We'll do some filming. And if we don't find anything, then we don't publish anything. And but you never know. I've been on these trips before, and then suddenly you spot this, you find this happens. Who knows? Who knows on a road trip? So, but yeah, that'll be an early start for us. But that'll be a full day of sheer entertainment. I do apologise because yet again I've got the washing bits and all that on, so because we've got to get ready for the weekend. What? Bloody cat's whining. Yeah, it's not tea time yet. Dear, oh dear. No, it's been one of them mornings where it's quite funny. You have the heating on in the morning, and then suddenly it cuts out, and you think, that'll perhaps hold the heat, and then like within half an hour, you're thinking, I need to go get a jumper put on. So, and as we'd have seen on some of my videos, the old jumper. So yeah, I did have to put that on this morning for a bit. That was I suppose it's still that part of the year where you have the heating on, and then when the heating goes off, it just suddenly shoots down. You definitely notice that at night time. Certainly notice it at night when the heating has gone off, and you're suddenly sitting there thinking, hang on, that suddenly isn't quite as warm as it was. So, what? You got an hour yet? It's not tea time yet. Clean and put my washing out. It's not what clean. Yeah. I normally do washing on a Saturday, so I'll try and get a bit done tomorrow before we head out to Mother's. But yeah, we'll try and do what we can do. So I don't know what. Like I said, I think the weather's a bit rubbish until Wednesday. I think Wednesday next week that says it picks up. Now I'm relying on you, Tim Cook, for the weather here. Let's just see if that's altered. What I do love these phone apps is how quick the weather changes. So, where are we? Don't know because I had the weather on this, but there we go. Let's try again. So 7 degrees here at the moment. I know at times that doesn't feel like it, but yeah, so it's meant to pick up from next Wednesday. So yeah. So I'm just hoping that the week after that the weather picks up, because like I said, I've got this week off and I want to really get as much filming as I can done. Because it's kind of, oh, can you shut up, Siri? Because I wanted to get out, because I want to try and cram as much filming as I can, and also it should be kind of quiet because kids will be at school still, which is good on that week, because then when you go to these places, hopefully it should be a bit quieter. As every YouTuber will know, it's a lot easier filming when there aren't a lot of people about. So I really want to make a start on one of the Norwich videos, which I know I've got to do them in quite a few sort of fragmented bits. But again, I want to capture a lot of other bits in there. We'll perhaps stick some of the photographs in as well. So, and as I said before a while ago on one of my videos, that we want to do Norwich Castle. Now, I've been having a scan of that, and what's a bit disappointing, now I don't know whether they've altered what you do there or not, but at one time, when you used to book the castle at Norwich, you had other options you could do. I suppose, actually, yeah, they were a bit like guided tours, sort of, but that was the only way you could go into these 2 areas. And the 2 areas they used to give you as an option was you could go onto the battlements and you could go into the dungeons. They were like 2 separate things, or you could obviously book both. But I've noticed that that option's not on there now. Now, whether that's because they're still doing the building work, or whether they've just took that option away and they're not letting you down there anymore, which, if that is the case, that's quite disappointing, because they're 2 good areas to look at. There's quite a bit in them, especially historically as well. So if they have taken that away, that's people are missing a lot out there. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I want to try and see if we can go and do that, and see how we get on. So if I can, we will try and see if we can fit that in. I've still got this feeling the castle isn't quite finished yet, because they've been doing as people might have seen online, that they've spent a lot of money on millions and millions. They've been completely refurbing the castle. I think so. It looks like how it used to have looked in medieval times. But they have completely been doing an overhaul. I know this has cost an absolute fortune. And I haven't been up there for a long time. I think the youngest was quite young the last time we ever went there. So it would be good to go and have a look. And I did want to capture it for you guys this time as well. Oh, for goodness sake. Do not. There's been an iOS update come out. Do not, out of all this, I bet I'm going to regret going back to iOS. Not doing a good advert here for Apple, am I? But since we've had this bloody update today, as I have nothing but bloody Siri trying to speak to you or anything else. Oh, just so annoying. Really annoying. But we love tech, really. Oh, dear. You can't beat a good cuppa, can you? No. I have kind of had a thought about bits up London. But I also know what it's like up London now, so I'm kind of trying to, not have the temptation. I don't know whether I'd even dare get my phone out there now, really. That's quite, I never ever thought I'd say that. I might have to use, if I was up there, I think I might. Hi, Mother. How are you? Yes. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't know whether you'd want to. You certainly wouldn't want to use your best phone if you was filming at London anyway. I don't know. We've certainly got into a sorry state here. But yeah, the cats are circling. Can't we tell we're getting there 4 o'clock? So, no, do we have any more questions coming through? So it's just fingers crossed for weather this weekend. As I said at the start of the live today, I'm in the middle of doing this Blickling at Christmas slideshow. So I'm hoping to try and get that out before 5 o'clock today. So that'll be something for you to look at. And again, obviously, I do apologise that we haven't managed to get videos out this week. Unfortunately, work and weather seem to constantly be against you. What we need is a good sponsor. That's what we need. But there. Any companies who have got ridiculous amounts of money that they just want to throw out, you know how to get hold of me. But there, anyway. Oh dear. Do you know, honestly, you'd think these cats never get fed, wouldn't you? But yeah, ever since we had this update this morning, yeah, iOS seems to have been doing its own thing. See, I should have stopped with Google. That's what it was. Now, I did see bits from me today that he'd been given some merchandise from Forsaken. So perhaps I'll have to send one of my shirts up to Jamie if he's listening, whenever he's listening. I have got no merchandise coming this year. I've been holding out a little bit because I didn't want to quite do it too early. I've done the designs for it, so that's all ready to go. I've just got to send it off to the manufacturer. So we should have that ready to go. I'm possibly looking next month to get the items ordered. So, because obviously, don't forget, on our little trip away in June. So I want all the stuff ready before then. So, and then we can leave it all nice and wrapped in the suitcase before we get there. But yeah, slightly new design this year, and it should be pretty good. So, and we'll perhaps see if we can do some other bits on it as well. I don't think I'm quite at the level that I'm going to start advertising it on the channel yet. I think, you know, you need to be a pretty established, popular YouTuber to sit there trying to flog stuff to people. Well, that's my feeling anyway. I think with my audience at the moment, we're certainly not there yet anyway. And but we'll see how it goes. You never know. A miracle may happen. You just never know. Oh dear. Now I do technically, I don't know whether the camera will pick it up. Now it depends how quick I do this, because the camera's normally too quick for me, but I've got one of the last year's shirts already on. So look at that. Yes. So that's one of the old designs from last year. But yeah, we've had a bit of an update since then, so we'll have some, like I said, new stuff for 2025. I'm just we'll perhaps put the orders in next month to the printers and see how they go. And no, I'm not sponsored by them, so you're absolutely fine. Yeah, we're not that high up yet. Whether we'll ever get there. So I suppose the same as other YouTubers, and you kind of go in your analytics and you look at the accounts and that, and I think that's like at the moment about 85% of people who view my stuff don't subscribe. So I know it's everyone's choice whether they do that or not. I mean, you might watch one of my videos and think, yeah, I've had enough now. So yeah. Right, let me let this dog out because she never ever wants to go outside until I'm doing a meeting or I'm doing a live or something. Oh dear, oh dear. But yeah. So oh dear. She likes to join in, don't she? But yeah, no, it's quite interesting to see how many people view your stuff, but they don't actually subscribe. And it's just a shame, as I know we've discussed before, even on Jamie's channel, this bloody word subscription, which doesn't mean that you pay. You know, it should just be called follow. Really should. If you're listening to YouTube, yes, we're talking to you. Please, can you get rid of that word subscription and change it to follow? Oh, it'll just be so much easier. But yeah, it'd be it's kind of the watch hours is kind of is creeping up, but unfortunately my subscription base is not, which is a bit of a shame because that is going to hold the channel getting pushed around. But there we go. But again, if you'd like to subscribe, yeah. Anyway, never mind. Yeah. Isn't it funny already, even this time of day, you can feel the temperature going down again. Just amazing. Now, right, one bloody hole I want to pick with bloody Apple on this new phone. Now, they have, as you can see on normal iOS, where are we? On iOS devices, you normally have this button, which is your normal one. But on iPhone 16, they've put this bloody action button here. And literally every time do you naturally pick it up with your hand in that area, do you touch this action button every single time? Oh dear. I know they think they're trying to be helpful, and it kind of is, but isn't. So yeah, it's just a bit annoying at times. You think I've had this phone about a week now, and I think I've hardly even used that action button. I don't know. I do half wonder when it comes to iPhone 17 whether we'll suddenly see the action button removed again, because phone companies have been there before, and yeah, they've put these bits on, these little gimmicks on, and then they suddenly disappear again. Yeah, we've quite often talked about this mother on the group channel, and yeah, no one likes a subscription. Bloody, I don't know whose idea that was. Someone in California, you know who I'm talking about, come up with this idea of subscription. Oh, it's just so irritating because yeah, people think that means you're paying for something. So yeah, a bit annoying. So we'd need it to be called follow. So YouTube, get on with it. Let's get this bloody button changed. And then when you get the paid one, that's called join. Now, if I join something, I wouldn't necessarily think that it means I've got to pay. But if you go onto someone's video or channel or stuff you see on YouTube and you see that word join, that means you will have to pay. You won't find it on mine because I'm too bloody small. But yeah, it does put people off, absolutely. And I'm talking about you 85% out there at the moment on my analytics who haven't subscribed. I know who you are. No, I don't really, but yeah. But there, yeah, we're trying to get the channel pushed around. So don't forget what you can do to help the channel. And I know you want to help it. It's just when I post on Facebook, you'll see your famous button on Facebook called share, just like Ruth has done on this one today. If you just click share, and then you'll have the option to send it to all your friends, whether they want to see me or not, and just send it to them anyway. Anyway, just kidding. Like I said, people watch it or they don't, and people watch stuff. No, it's not time to stand phone. So yeah. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna film these out of the way places. I'm slowly gathering my little list of bits around Norfolk. We're gonna head to. We're gonna have a look around and show you. And I think what we're gonna do, as I mentioned with Jamie, we're gonna because did get some good feedback on some of the photographs I've done in the past. Because like I said, I used to do photographs a bit more than I did film. So we're going to start sliding into the videos, some of the shots that I've done, and some new ones. We'll take some new ones while we're there as well, and get them put in. So we still like to do the photography part as well. I know it's not moving picture, obviously, but we can intertwine it. Good old editing. So, but yeah, but it's always good to see. So. No, I think the gang's gone outside. There's obviously something interesting out there for them to see. Now, don't forget, Mother, while you're watching, if you're on your mobile and you just tap your screen, it should give me a like on my live that we're doing. Unless you're watching it on YouTube, and then you can you should see the like button, and you think that'll push this bloody video around. Just double tap the old screen. Anyway. Oh dear. So now I've got about 9 minutes to go. 8 minutes, whatever time they give. So just in case anyone else joins. I haven't seen Alpha join today. So perhaps he's on detention or something at school. He'll perhaps tell us on Jamie's later. So I'm assuming Jamie will perhaps be doing a live later on. I did miss it last night. I was bloody so knackered last night. Well, I'm afraid we hit the old sack a bit early last night. So. But there, never mind. Oh. So, Mother, what have we got for lunch tomorrow then? What can we enjoy tomorrow lunchtime? Right, back again. Hey, I'll just make one more little appearance before we head off. Hey, get that little paw. He loves it, really. He does love it, really, don't you? You're nice and cool. What, you been outside? After breaking my bloody blinds this morning. Yes, I'm talking to you, young man. Breaking my blinds again, aren't you? Roast beef. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Oh, dear. Can't beat a roast, can you? Cool fur gets everywhere. Yeah, no, we do like a roast. So, unfortunately, the problem is we're not eating a lot of things, really. So, oh dear. Yeah. So it'll be a lot better once it gets a lot brighter outside. Oh, do not bloody cat fur get everywhere. So, any more before we finish off? We'll just give it a few more minutes, and then I think we'll call it a day for today. Don't forget, anyone, if you're now just joining in, you can catch us up on replay. And also, if you're really desperate to see me waffling on complete crap for an hour, then obviously you can go to my previous playlists for lives, where you can watch another 12 more of these. It's so cold, going out soon. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to be battening down the hatches this weekend. So, but there. Anyway, as I was saying, I think we'll perhaps call it a day now. Don't think anyone else is going to join. Well, I hope you enjoyed me waffling on a load of rubbish for the last 55 minutes. We try and do this each Friday. I clearly picked the wrong time because everyone else is busy, but there we go. You can always catch it on playback. Anyway, I will catch you on the next one, or on my next video, or next outing, or next something, wherever I end up and go. We've got lots more to come this year, as I say every week, but we have anyway. Yeah, and I hope you enjoy the content. If you do, and if you are a bit of a glutton for punishment, you can always subscribe and listen to me waffle and moan on for Norfolk. And but I will catch you very soon. Give us a like if you can. Give us love for you to subscribe and watch more from me, but entirely up to you. And I will catch you very soon in the next one. Thanks everyone who's joined on this one and who's dropped questions and comments. Really do appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next one. So take care, and I will see you very soon.